Musician Monday, Miss Patricia Louise Holtz, aka Miss Patti LaBelle, driving the pink Cadillac with a new attitude. Miss Patti LaBelle is an American singer and actress. She is often referred to as the godmother of soul. Miss Patti was born Patricia Louise Holtz on May 24th, 1944, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So that means she's a Gemini. Patti began her career in the early 1960s as the lead singer of the group Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. Around 1970, they changed their name to the LaBelles, where they got their first hit with Lady Margaret Ah. After the group separated in 1977, Patti began her solo career. She began mainstreaming success by the 1980s with her hits New Attitude, If Only You Knew, and Stir It Up. In 1986, Patti achieved a U.S. number one winner in You and a U.S. number one single on My Own, which was a duet with Michael McDonald. In 1992, Patti won a Grammy for Best R&B Female Vocal Artist for her album Burning, and a second Grammy in 1999 for her live album One Night Only. In 2008, she reunited with her bandmates to do the album Back to Now. Patti has also had success as an actress with movies like A Soldier Story, TV show American Horror Story, Freak Show. Now that's my favorite season on American Horror Story, y'all. I remember you in there, Patti girl. And also A Different World. And in 1992, she starred in her own sitcom, Out All Night. In 2002, she hosted her own TV show, Living It Up with Patti LaBelle on TV1. In 2015, Patti took place in the competition Dancing with the Stars. And Patti has also given her name all over to beddings, cookbooks, food. And y'all know she is famous for that, what is it, that sweet potato pie, Patti style. With a career that has expanded for over 7 decades, Patti sold over more than 50 million records worldwide. Go girl. She's been inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the Black Music and Entertainment Hall of Fame, and the Apollo Theater Hall of Fame. We just an all-around Hall of Famer over here, girl. And Rolling Stone included her on their list of 100 greatest singers. There she is. Patti was the second oldest of 5 children, born and raised in the southwest part of Philadelphia. Her father was a railroad worker and a club performer. Her mother was a domestic service worker. Patti grew up in an abusive household where her parents were later divorced by the age 12. She wrote a book about her parents' marriage later in life called Don't Block Your Blessing. And after her parents' divorce at the age of 12, she was said to have been molested by a family friend. Sickening. At age 16, Patti won a talent competition at the school, which led to her first singing group called the Ordettes in 1960. And with the Ordettes, about 3 or 4 of them had to drop out of the group due to marrying and going off with religious purposes and their own personal reasons, and eventually linking up with 3 members of another group where she finally signed their first record deal with record label owner Harold Robinson, who was not too fond of Patti in the beginning because he thought that she was just too dark and plain. All I hear right there is black and ugly. Now, some legal drama kicked off with the Bluebells' first album, the Ordettes, the LaBelles, all in one, due to the manager Harold Robinson actually like backdooring another producer for his group, and it went to court. He sued him because they was lip singing the man's songs and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I know it's a lie. And that's when he changed the group name to Patti LaBelle and the Bluebell. Because by the end he started to see how Patti was such a bright, shining star. He just liked the way Patti sang. Okay. Now by 1965, the Bluebells had signed with Atlanta Record and they was getting much success. But about 3 years later, they was dropped from the label due to some new management taking them over. So by 1977, Patti had signed a solo career with Epic Records. Now, between 1978 and 1981, Patti was making good records, but they wasn't just crossing over the charts like she thought they would or like they should have been. 1981, Patti signed with Philadelphia International Records, where she went on to make much success with them for years. She was making songs that was being released on movies, including New Attitude that was on Beverly Hills Cops, which peaked 17 at the top 100 Billboard. By 1985, she aired on Apollo doing a live special for AIDS. In 1980,